Your big homie, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna put my intro song on, man. Let's go.
As far as bedtime, our opening offer is 10 p.m. 8 p.m.
The world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Be there to reach down to hug and kiss us. Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust, avoiding the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we're gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking ass. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. You need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and after you get the information, pass it to your brother, spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that would change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change. Let's go. Let's go, man. It's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. This is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. I appreciate everybody for tapping in and tuning in, man. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, man. Let's go, man. let's get let's get it, man. This evening's episode, and salute to everybody out there. I hope everybody's doing pretty good. This evening episode is how are we gonna survive and how are you gonna make it in this economy? In this failing economy. How are we supposed to make it in this failing economy? I don't think a lot of people are in reality about this shit, man. I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about this. That's my song, stupid. That's my song, stupid, that I made called Let's Change the World, because we need to change the world. So just wake up, smell some coffee, my bro. You at the right spot. Just chill, sit down, shut up. Now, I don't know how y'all are gonna make it in this economy, but a lot of people are not realizing what's going on, man. A lot of people are not realizing what's going on. Poor people are barely making it. Rich people are making drastic changes. Poor people are barely making it, and rich people are making drastic changes. For one, I'm going to just say it like this. Let me speak for myself. As a single father taking care of 3 children by myself,
with no government assistance, no help and shit like that, life it gets rough sometimes. And I'm not complaining. It's okay. See, this the thing. We got so used to speaking only when we're up and only speaking about our accomplishments that we forgot to talk when we forgot that we need to conversate and go through and communicate when we're down as well. See, everybody don't hold up. Everybody, what goes up must come down. You know, you smells like a fart in here because you're inside your house and you farted while you're watching the room, watching me on your phone. So shut your lame ass up. Stop farting. Stop eating that nasty food, my nigga. Bro, loser. Loser. It smells like a fart because you just opened your mouth. Shut the hell up, man. Now listen, we talking money today. We're not talking a bunch of troll talk. So all you trolls who live at your mama, we ain't talking about y'all. All you trolls who got help and assistance, we ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking to the real adults who are out here working and trying to maintain in this broken society. I'm talking to the grown-ups who work every day, who make a way out of no way, trying to pay bills and take care of their families in this failing economy. Let me explain to you. It's been a trick the whole time. They 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 make you finance things. They make you finance things that you can't afford. They make you like you would go finance a car, right? You need a car. This how let me show you, let me explain to you how this shit works. It's not a good thing either. You need a car. Yes, in America you need transportation. So you go out and you go buy when you go out and look for a car. Instead of saving up enough money and buying a car that you can afford to pay off, most people will go to a car lot and receive a line of credit, take out a line of credit, aka some debt, and get financed a car that they can't own. I mean, yeah, that they don't own, right? Most of these people will go out and lease a car that they don't own. So first and foremost, if you save your money and you buy your car and you pay your car off, you don't have to worry about leasing it. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've owned a shit. I've had at least 12 cars in my life. At least 12 cars. 8, 9, 10, 11, about 10 cars. At least 10 cars. And I never had car payments, and I always owned all my cars. I never had a car payment because I always buy cars with cash. I always pay for my cars and get pink slips as soon as you know what I mean? So when I go, if you want attention, it's the wrong channel. Like if you're acting like a girl. So look, like a little girl. So I've never had a car payment because I've always paid full price for my cars, and what that's done is made me earn a lot. It's made me save a lot of money because while people are paying $300, $400, $500 a month and more sometimes for car payments, the person who paid their car off, who owns their car, they just paying for insurance, maintenance, and shit like that. They tricked a lot of people into that leasing mentality because if you don't never own nothing, then you don't never have leverage, and you have to stay working. You have to stay in the constant flow of earning money. For people who don't own anything, you have to stay in the constant flow of money. For say like this, for somebody like me, right, who rents my home. I'm renting my home right now. The house I'm renting, I don't own it. So I have to keep going to work to keep constantly earning money to keep paying the rent. So I'm not at a place where I could actually thrive or save or really come up because we're constantly working money, working to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? Even the way that it's devised for you to for most places where they accept you, you have to earn 60% more than what the price of the thing of the rent is, right? Most places like that, it's like because they know 60% of your money, or about 55 or more percent of your money is gonna, most of your money is going to paying rent or mortgage. And then after rent and mortgage, you pay utilities, food, lights, shit, water, shit like that. It goes down the line. Healthcare, medical, all that shit. It goes down the line. So if you're in a situation, in a state of constantly having to pay bills, that means this you're in a state where you're constantly having to trade your work for bills. That's a good percentage. But look, so the average American citizen is in a position where they have to keep earning money. So we have to keep working, and we're not in a position where we can actually thrive or come up or save. So let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. So it's just not always Big Bad talking. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole real quick. And I'm gonna show y'all how a bunch of examples. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Hold up.
You're not struggling because you're poor. You're struggling because you live in the USA. You're struggling because prices have gone up tremendously, but the wages haven't. You're struggling because your bills continue to increase, but your wages haven't. You're struggling because you have greedy, corrupt CEOs of companies that are continuing to record record profits but are refusing to pay their workers a livable wage. You're struggling because the country that prints money won't give that money back to its people. You're struggling because the country that is in $37 trillion and counting worth of debt somehow finds a way to give billions of dollars to fund new wars, but won't find any money to fund the poor. You're struggling because this country is stealing 30 to 40% of your income, if not more. You're struggling because after this country wrongfully took 30 to 40% of your income, they're telling you to pay more during tax season. You're struggling because homes that used to cost $150,000 to $200,000 10 to 15 years ago are now costing $400,000, if not $500,000. You're struggling because those starter homes that used to be seen as affordable are now being bought by large corporations. Yep. You're struggling because rent was under $1,000 10 to 15 years ago is now costing almost $3,000 for a one bedroom. You're struggling because these greedy landlords continue to increase the rent. You're struggling because a $100 grocery bill 10 to 15 years ago will get you a huge haul, will now only get you a few things in 2025. You're struggling because the gas that you used to fill up your car used to be $1 and some change per gallon is now almost $4 a gallon. You're struggling because the cost of having a good time and living life has gone up tremendously. An airplane ticket used to be $200 round trip is now $400 one way. It used to cost under $1,000 to enjoy a vacation. Now it's costing almost $3,000 to $4,000 depending on where you go. You're struggling because you're forced to get a second job just to make ends meet as things continue to skyrocket. You're struggling because the American dream is no longer the American dream. It's the American nightmare. You're not struggling because you're poor. You're struggling because you live in the...
Hold on.
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth. And they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's fucking brutal. Living in America in 2025
see everybody
feels like
a lot of people like to think, oh, Big Betty, you're always talking crazy and you're always complaining, and no. I'm a future peeper. I'm a game seeker. I'm trying to see what's coming.
You're not struggling.
Look, I'm trying to.
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking struggling with the cost of living crisis. Check this video out. Tell me it don't break your heart. How can someone earning $80,000 a year be struggling to live? This is fucked.
And we are literally the brokest we've ever been. Brokest we've ever been.
But I'm making the most money I ever had my entire life. My husband and I, between the two of us, gross, make like over $80,000 a year. And if you told me a few years ago that $80,000 a year was not going to be enough for a family of four.
I make more than what I made back in 2015. But I am still literally living paycheck to paycheck.
I have to work 60 hours a week and make $80,000 a year to make ends meet. That's insane. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills.
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse.
She said $34.
You're not struggling.
Hold up.
At this point,
She said 34
I just want to know
an hour.
what are people doing, because this is getting.
Look, she making $34 an hour. If your rent is $2,000 a month or more, food, rent, this, that, light, utility, car payments, $400, insurance, $300, $200. Man, come on, man. You can't do it. You can't do it, man.
Getting really scary.
Yes, sister, I'm with you. It is getting very scary for us, but for them it is going just as planned. And the plan is to suck every last dollar out of us, bring us to our knees before the currency accidentally collapses. That way we will have no other choice but to take the digital currency that is tracked, traced, and monitored and completely controllable so that they can completely control you. And this is how they're doing it. A little over a year ago, my husband made $25 an hour. We lived a good life. I didn't have to monitor the bank account. Things were good, you know. But now he got a new job, thankfully. Otherwise, we would be out on the streets right now, making $46.25 an hour. Yet we are doing way worse and not doing anything differently. And here's why. Just a few reasons why, actually. So since then to now, due to the ever increasing interest rates, our mortgage has went up $300 more per month. Our home and auto insurance has went up an additional $90 per month due to no fault of our own. Groceries are an additional $120 a week. That's an additional $480 per month. Internet has went up an extra $60. The price of gas for us to travel back and forth to work we're paying at least $200 more a month there. The electric bill has went up $70 a month, and I'm comparing that to this month's bill last year using nearly about the same amount of kilowatts. So that tells me that the rates have increased, seeing as my usage has not increased. Our water has went up an extra $15 a month. Property taxes have risen an extra $1,500 per year. That's $125 more per month. That's a total of $1,340 per month that I am paying for the same exact shit that I was paying before, for $1,340 less. And then there's shit like this. A case of Coke was $7.50. It's now $12.50. That's like a 40-ish% increase, yet they tell us inflation's at 8%. A box of goldfish was $6.88. Now it's $8.88. A bundle of kale was 78 cents for years. Now it's $1.60. Corn on the cob used to be $5 for $1. Now it's $2 for $1. And the Dollar Tree is now the $1.25 tree, which is a 25% increase. Yet they tell us inflation.
Hold on. Now that motherfucker's the $1.50 tree. Now for items that are cleaning items and batteries and shit like that, $1.50. Ain't no more dollar. Yo, y'all better realize and wake up. We're getting squeezed, and to the point where we're paycheck to paycheck, and then when the economy collapses or a virus or something major happens and everybody has to sit at home, nobody will be able to survive. This is an anaconda squeezing us tighter and tighter, slowly but surely. And the messed up part about it is people are saying stuff, but nobody's united on a united front, doing nothing about it, man. Niggas ain't starting no gardens. Niggas ain't trying to do no co-ops. None of that, man. We're just waiting for it to collapse.
Is that 8%?
So most people are waiting for it to collapse because they don't have no plan, so they want things to go bad so they can just be chaotic and terrible. What kind of plan is that? We need a backup plan. We need gardens. We need neighborhood co-ops. We need sharecropping to come back. Nigga, we need sharecropping to come back. Niggas need to be on the farm again. Let's go.
And it's not going to stop until all of us are not alive anymore or homeless and ready to be corralled into the 15-minute smart cities where we can be tracked, traced, monitored, and controlled. It's all part of the plan, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, the Great Reset. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. And they can't achieve that goal if we can afford to live in our homes, if we can afford to eat. We can't afford to do this shit in order for the plan to work. But yeah, it's been a plan for a really long time, but we're just now starting to see it really ramp up. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse, especially because we can't come together and form a plan and organize to do something about it.
I just want to know
what did I just say before the beautiful young lady said it? We ain't got no plan to organize because guess what? I watch football. I don't like football. I like soccer. I don't like soccer. I like golf. I don't like Jesus. I like Allah. I don't like Buddha. I like Krishna. I like, man, all these losers are divided. Losers. Not realizing the anaconda's got its grip around all of us. And the grip is getting tighter and tighter. And every time you exhale, he tightens up. You breathe in and then you breathe out, he tightens up. And you can't breathe out no more because you can't expand your lungs because he keeps compressing and compressing and compressing. And motherfuckers are dying now because they can't breathe. Man, y'all better stop it, man. Man, y'all better stop it, man. We out here getting anaconda squeezed and nobody saying nothing. What's good, Angel? Salute to you. Salute to you for watching. Thank you, baby girl. Look, we're out here getting anaconda squeezed and nobody ain't saying nothing. And the men like me who are bold enough to, and tenacious enough to say something, nobody's backing us up. Niggas ain't really caring like that because guess what? It's only a few of us. So it's a weird time to be alive, bro. You know, you could want the best for everybody, but they still want to be like everybody else. So I say this, man. The only thing you really could do is save your family, save yourself, save your children, teach financial literacy, teach group economics. But I'm gonna say this, man, there's no group to work with, man. It's no group to work with. It's like this, even all the people who donated to Umar Johnson, right? All those people donated to Umar Johnson and he was able to buy that school. And now all the people who invested in him won't even rally behind him and try to push to get that school going. And I'm not talking about investing more money. I'm talking about petitions, public, all that. People will throw, you know, Boosie ain't no joke. Boosie ain't no joke. Look, people will run around doing a bunch of. Damn, that's some good hustle. I ain't gonna lie. Boosie got a. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. Let me tell you how bad it is. Y'all better realize and recognize somehow how bad this shit is right now. It's about to be over for all this shit. Look, Boosie Badass just came on my notification on Facebook and said he's doing $150 promos today. So like he'll promote your music for $150. This shit these people are in a mad dash for money, and the smart ones like Lil Boosie are gonna monetize anything they can to make a dollar because they already know the time is running out to make the dollar. And you know, the sad part about it is like The sad part about it is, you know, as the anaconda gets tighter, most people just sitting back and don't even realize it. And the ones who do, you know, we might fall by the wayside before it all gets said and acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm trying to make people understand, like, all this shit niggas talking about build your credit, nigga. Credit. Listen, credit is debt for one. So once you built your credit up, what are you planning on leveraging your credit for? A lot of people don't understand the game, and I'm not going to give all the financial skills, but if you got a bunch of credit and you built it up, you should leverage that credit. You should leverage that shit and liquefy your credit and turn it into some assets and do something with it. A lot of people just think like this game's gonna keep going on forever, bro. This shit is not finna keep going on forever, bro. They finna do some. We're going into some different times, man. We as a people are headed into some different times. I hope y'all understand that. Times are not gonna stay the same like they always have. What's good? We're headed into some different times where things are shifting, and a lot of people speak all this fantasy shit like the moon's changing and the third elliptical and the stars alignment. No, it ain't none of that bullshit. It ain't none of that. You know what's going on? These people are fulfilling their plan, and y'all are going along with it. That's what's going on. Ain't no motherfucking star alignment, this and that. People be saying every time a volcano erupts or earthquake happens, they be like, oh yeah, it's the power of the moon and stars and it. Man, shut up, man. God is in control, yes, but man has hacked this earth hundreds of years ago. Hacked it. I'm talking about all the way hacked it. So yes, the earth is God's creation, but man has found how to tinker and hack this motherfucker. They know how to make it rain. They know how to make it snow. They know how to make it wind. They know how to make it blow. They know how to make the water come. They know how to make the water stop. Man, these motherfuckers got control over this shit, bro. To the point where I don't even know, like, yes, God is in control. But I'm going to say this, is like, damn. If man is doing all this shit, why isn't God intervening to help? You see what I'm saying? Why hasn't God done anything to, and he has saved a bunch of his righteous people, but why hasn't God done stuff to stop a bunch of major calamity? But sometimes in life, you know, you wonder if things are necessary or if people just are allowed to be evil. Because why would certain things that are man-made be allowed to happen if God was all-seeing and all-knowing and powerful, you know? And I know he is all-seeing. I'm not questioning God. I'm just trying to understand who has more power of this earth, God or man? I'm just trying to understand this shit because I'm totally to the understanding of God, and I've seen many miracles, some that I can't even share with y'all. But let me say this: I've seen man's miracles as well, and the miracles of man are pretty serious. So I want to say, like, we're going into something that's deeper than money. We're going into something like this money being tight and that shit is controlled. Like, you remember about 2 years ago, the gas, how high gas was? It was about 4 to 5 years ago when Joe Biden was in office. Do y'all remember how high gas was? I was paying like about $4 a gallon, and I live in South Carolina where it's the cheapest at. And it was still like $4 a gallon where I'm at. At some place in California, it was like $11, $12 per gallon. $8, $9 per gallon. Y'all remember that shit? So these price ups and downs is all part of some orchestrated strength tightening up the anaconda, man. That's all this shit is. It's orchestrated, man. And yes, I do believe God is the higher power. Yes. But my beliefs don't have nothing to do when I see man doing his dirt and it just goes so well and goes so smooth. Like, that's what I'm not questioning God, but what I am questioning is why does these motherfuckers get to do so much dirt to this planet? Why? You know, why? Because look, we already don't got real food in America. We already eating fake food. Like, bro, we eating the fakest food ever. That's why everybody's busted and beat up. Man, I just watched a dude on the video. This nigga had breast. He had mental problems and breast. And he was trying to ask the host of the show, like, what could he do to get his life right? My nigga was fucked up, bro. He had breast, big stomach, and he was mentally gone. And bro was like, he couldn't even give him no good advice because he was so many problems. And he nigga lived with his mama. And the nigga lived with his mama, bro. 35, living with your mama, mental problems, with breast and a big ass body. It's messed up out here, man. Niggas ain't even eating real food, bro. Let alone, people don't even know what real food is, let alone eat it. Cause motherfucker might know what a pomegranate is, but how many of y'all eating pomegranates? How many pomegranates have you eaten in your life? You know what I'm saying? Pomegranate is one of my favorite fruits. Mango is one of my favorite fruits. You know, I love all fruit though, you know, but yeah, man. Cherries, one of my favorite fruits. Black cherries are some of the, oh my God. So yeah, man. I don't think people understand this shit. They're eating fake food and paying high price for it. And you're breaking yourself down. Like, bro, it's gonna be bad for a lot of people before it gets worse. I mean, it's gonna get bad before it gets better, man. And it's getting bad, man. I'm not on here complaining. I'm just speaking facts, man. America has to do something about this food insecurity. And America needs to do something to protect its citizens. But I don't think that's the agenda. I know Donald Trump's doing his part to help out whatever he can. I like whatever. But hell no, bro. Hell no. You're getting rid of all the illegal people. Yeah, okay, boom. What about the people who stay here? What about us? I mean, we need some help. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even make that much money. I make decent money. I got a decent job. But I'm taking care of 3 kids by myself. I applied for food stamps. They told me I make too much money. And I got 3 kids. And I'm a single dad. They told me I make too much money. I said, what the fuck? That's how I know America don't care about the average people anymore. They don't. They don't care about the people at the bottom anymore. It's rich or nothing. And the rich are gonna, look, let me show y'all. The rich are even starving out. Let me show you. Kodak Black. I was just watching the video. Everybody is not spending no more. Y'all gotta realize something. Something, man. Let me show you. Kodak Black said, and salute the Dope Boy TV, man. Salute the Dope Boy TV.
Like I might fight with niggas, like I whatever the f***, right? Yeah, man, so to everybody, man, everybody who I'm working on something, man. I got y'all, bro. I got one more money for y'all. Bro. This is my last money for y'all, bro. I don't give a f*** who you is. Matter of fact, too, happy birthday, happy birthday to my big brother. On my big brother's birthday today. everybody else whose birthday coming up might be coming up every day. But anyway,
Yeah, you're supposed to get that on live.
oh, I was supposed to get that on live, ain't it? That's that boy.
Did you hear what he said though? Hold up.
We got the address of the house. I don't give a fuck what y'all get on. Okay? I don't care. But anyway, look at this baby right here.
Hold on.
Bruh. Other than that, you eat what you can. Don't. Oh, I was supposed to get that on live, ain't it? That's that boy. Yeah, that's that thing. Anyhow, I got one more money for y'all. This the last money for y'all, bro. Other than that, you eat what you can. Don't expect to eat. Don't expect to get a out of me. Never ever again, bro. This my last whatever the fuck. Everything going down. You eat what you can. I drink. Don't expect to get
He
some meat
said
out
you
of it, bro.
eat
Don't
what
expect
you
to get a
kill.
real-
Let me explain to you what he said. You're gonna get one more money out of me. He said after this, if you don't eat it, he said if you don't kill it, you can't. Bro, if you can't eat it, if you don't kill it, you can't eat it. Basically what he's saying. Well, basically that's what he said. Now what he meant, he's not paying nobody else. All that promoter, artists, mixtape shit, editors, designers. He's not paying no more of that. He says he's got one more payment for everybody who helped him. He got one more payment for everybody who helped him, but fired. Like he's firing his publicist, he's firing his stylist, he's firing his mixtape music direct, like the art people who make the art. He's firing all these people, man. He's gonna do this shit by himself now. Because rich people don't have the money that they used to have. Because they're living in a big luxurious lifestyle, so that his bills is probably like $10,000 a month. How long can you do $10,000 a month? $10,000 a month is $100,000 a year. No, that's $120,000 a year. That's $120,000 a year. So he needs $120,000 every year just to pay his bills. So what's that? 12 what? $120,000 a year. Man, he's gonna need millions of dollars to sustain his life. Millions to sustain that shit. And whether that's his whether it's undoable or it's out of his means, that ain't got nothing to do with us. What I'm telling you is he's firing what he's telling us is he's firing all his people. Kodak Black's firing all his people. We got one more payment because they can't afford to keep paying. Nobody can afford to keep doing this shit, bro. Stylists and shit like that. You're fired. That's why Donald Trump came in there and made the Doge and fired all the people, because America can't afford no more waste of money job positions. Can't afford it no more. So they out there firing everybody. Firing. You fired. You fired. You fired. You fired. And we understand that. I understand how business works. So that's why, like, even at my job, I try to be productive, because if you're not productive, if you're not useful, you're useless. So a lot of people don't understand that logic. You know, they don't want to be useful. They want to be useless. And they think these companies owe them positions. Boy, these companies don't owe you shit. These companies can fall today, and then who they going to take care of? So everybody has to protect their own ass. The big boss, the underboss, the little boss, and the employee. Everybody has to protect their ass. So make yourself useful in this world. Get some new hustles. Figure out some new ways to eat, some new ways to make it, because only the rich are going to make it in this new world. You know, people with multiple streams of income, people with different types of incomes, like, it's about to get funny out here, and it's already getting funny. And a lot of people don't see it because they are so fakely optimistic. Like, everything is dying. The WNBA is damn near dead. The NBA is dying. All the sports industries is dying. Celebrity fame is dying. That's why all the celebrities are on YouTube making podcasts now. That shit is dead. So celebrities and fame, that shit is dying. Everything, all that shit is going down. Businesses, thousands of CEOs have retired and just quit from major corporations. Step down, thousands. Those industries are dying. Some of these industries don't even exist anymore. If you really pay attention to what's going on, most of the industries don't have nothing real. They selling a bunch of that fake, evil, nasty, fake food or fake products, the agenda products. Most of these companies don't have nothing good or real. They got bullshit that's, man, let me shut up. So what I'm saying is, man, we gave up all the things that would have saved us. Farming would have saved us. What else would have saved you? Group economics would have saved you. Husband and wives would have saved you. Families would have saved you. You know, farmland, rural land, country land would have saved you. Being in the sun would have saved you. You know, being strong, not weak would have saved you. Healthy diet would have saved you. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I can't do no more. I be trying to help people out the best way that I can, and that's just bring awareness to situations so you can make better choices. But I'm just one man, you know. So let me get off here. I love y'all. I'm gonna get up off here. Time for me to go spend some time with my babies. Maybe cook a little something else. Cause shit, times are so rough right now, but I'm ready for my paycheck to hit. Like, shit is real. Shit is real. Look, I got paid this morning. I'm gonna tell you how real time life is. I got paid this morning, and when my money, I got paid from one of my jobs, because I got multiple jobs. I got paid from one of my jobs, and the money came on my card, and I had a fucking phone bill that was already due. Boy, it took that shit, boy. I was like, boy, I was on the way to go to the store, get some food and shit. Boy, that shit was gone when I got to the grocery store. The phone bill took that shit. And I got I had a couple dollars left, so I just put that shit in the gas tank. You know, I wasn't even able to get no food from the store, but I get paid tonight. So, man, shit is real out here, y'all. It's real. It's really real out here. You gotta really, you gotta use everything you can for the right reasons, because you might not. It might be like, you gotta learn how to make everything work, bro. You gotta know how to budget. You gotta know how to, boy. Y'all ain't living like me. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to figure some shit out. It's gonna get a lot tighter. And for me, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing real good. But it's gonna get a lot tighter for everybody. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's your big homie, Big Bad A. Let's go.